Hello, I'm Janusz Lewiński and this is Military Mind. Armed conflicts, defense and security, land, sea and air. We've got you covered. Overnight, Russian forces launched a drone attack on Ukraine, according to reports from the Air Force Command of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. Ukraine ago, the state power grid operator announced that emergency power outages have been introduced in certain regions due to strikes targeting energy infrastructure. In the Kharkiv region, several residential buildings were damaged, with local officials saying that 3 people were wounded following Russia's massive strike on the region's energy system. In Zaporizhia, residential buildings were also damaged, with 1 person reported wounded. Now, on the front line, in the Kursk region, Russian troops are pushing on with their offensive, claiming control over several settlements. The Russian Ministry of Defense announced the capture of the settlement of Nikolsky, where a so-called psychological attack had previously taken place, with soldiers advancing through a minefield carrying red flags. Additionally, Russian forces have claimed control over the villages of Pogrebki and Orlovka. However, according to Ukrainian tracking project Deep State, large parts of these territories remain in a grey zone, where active fighting is ongoing. Moving further east, in the Pokrovsk sector, Russian troops encountered fierce Ukrainian resistance, with 2 tanks reportedly destroyed during one assault. Reports are also saying that the advance southwest of Pokrovsk has been halted. To resume the offensive, additional forces from other sections of the front may be required. On the southern Donetsk front, Russian forces are reporting difficulties in advancing due to the active use of UAVs by Ukrainian troops. Russian military correspondents are noting that drones significantly complicate the operations of Russian units in this area. Turning to the Middle East now, Israeli military raids on Tulkarem and its refugee camp have now entered day 33, despite the ceasefire agreement between Israeli government and Gaza officials. Local Palestinian news agencies are saying that the raids have severely damaged infrastructure, including power, water and communication grids, leaving the locals without essential services. Now, wide-scale military raids across the West Bank have killed at least 62 Palestinians and displaced about 40,000 people from the Jenin, Tulkarem and Nur Shams camps in the West Bank in February. In addition, at least 50 people were arrested in overnight raids, according to the Palestinian Prisoners Society. Now, we open today's episode with footage showing Ukrainian forces capturing a Russian soldier near Toretsk. In a recent development in the Toretsk sector, Russian forces have reportedly been using electric scooters. Facing significant losses in armored vehicles, Moscow's troops have resorted to alternative modes of transportation, including scooters, cars, buggies and off-road vehicles, in their daily attempts to breach the Azov Brigade's defenses. While this shift highlights Russian attempts at adapting tactics in response to equipment shortages, the Azov Brigade has proven itself quite effective in countering these assaults, employing FPV drones and artillery to inflict substantial losses on Russian forces. Reports indicate that in recent engagements, Russian troops have suffered significant losses, including in armored vehicles and personnel. In a strategic move to bolster their ranks, the Azov Brigade has initiated a recruitment drive targeting English-speaking soldiers to form an international battalion. This effort aims to attract individuals with military experience to counteract Russia's numerical advantage and enhance Ukraine's defensive capabilities.
Дом пустий.
Ти був всередині в ньому?
Я через вікно залізу. Є?
Руки за голову! Руки за голову, быстро! Бачиш його?
Руки вперед!
Руки за голову! Позывной какой у тебя? Позывной! Сколько дней здесь сидишь? Ты! Как сюда пришел? Вторая рука где? Вставай! Медленно вставай!
Узнай про дрон.
Контри! Ты на меня стрелял, стоп! Ты шо, сука, бессмертный, нахуй сюда пришел вообще? Вставай быстро! Быстро вставай!
Пацаны, я
Ноги целые? Быстро заходи в дом. Быстро! Сейчас помощь дадим. Давай заползай. Ползи.
На улице есть кто-то? Нет.
Быстро, быстро заползай, потому что кровь течет. Нужно тебе быстро помощь надать. Говори, где тебе ранение?
Рука.
Кибитка, кибитка справа.
У тебя есть турникет? Пацаны, да, есть.
Там медицина.
Они вот здесь.
Сколько дней назад сюда пришел?
Я,
Да.
в общем,
Сколько здесь вот сюда пришел, в этом районе?
3 дня.
3 дня здесь?
Да.
Здесь сидишь в этой кибитке?
Да.
Хорошо, все, сиди.
Поможет.
Поможем, я тебе сейчас помощь нададим. Я мене вистрілив, я хуй ти куди не попав.
У тебе стріляв?
Да. Ты флаг вешал?
Нет.
А кто вешал флаг?
Он туда уже шел, я говорю,
Он где-то в подвал пошел или куда?
в подвал, наверное.
Ну говори точно, нету, наверное.
Пошел.
Зачем он туда пошел? Что он делать хотел?
Ukraine's 54th Separate Mechanized Brigade continues to demonstrate exceptional effectiveness on the battlefield. Recently, a Ukrainian tank crew used foggy conditions to launch precise 125mm strikes against Russian positions near Verkhnokamianske in the Donetsk region. This success follows a series of victories by the brigade. In Luhansk, its forces captured a Russian tank right under the enemy's nose. In Krasnokhorivka, meanwhile, they repelled a Russian tank assault, destroying heavy armor in the process. The brigade actively uses action cameras to document its operations, providing a unique first-person view of combat. Their professionalism and bravery remain crucial in Ukraine's fight for its sovereignty. And with this, our episode of Military Mind comes to an end. Please stay with us here on TVP World for more latest news and updates.